Hello, my name is Aaron Meza, and I am a engineering lead at VMware Tanzu. And today I'm going to show you how to deploy a multi-cluster reference architecture deployment of Tanzu Application Platform using our AWS QuickStart. The first step is to head over to the AWS Partner Solutions portal and find the VMware Tanzu Application Platform product. This will take you to a landing page which describes the architecture of what we are going to deploy, along with a description of the various components. We're simply going to go to the How to Deploy column here and click on Deploying to a new VPC. This will launch the CloudFormation wizard with a pre-populated reference to the CloudFormation template. We'll go ahead and click Next. We do have some defaults for the naming of various components on this and there, so for purposes here, you can leave that. We're going to accept the EULA, accept the privacy policy, and enter in our Tanzu Net credentials. We have a user, password, and token. We have the option to relocate Tanzu Application Platform images, which is recommended for a production install, but for now we're going to skip that step to speed up the deployment. We'll enter in a domain name for our private DNS, and we're going to select a multi-cluster deployment. We can also do a single cluster deployment if this is just for evaluation purposes. We will select 3 availability zones, and that must match the number of availability zones down here. We will select a pre-existing EC2 key pair and configure our remote access CIDR block. We can keep all the VPC network configuration defaults here, as well as the default configuration for the EKS cluster. This environment will be accessed through Bastion hosts, so there are some options to configure some of that as well. For now, we'll skip over that and keep all the rest of the defaults. We'll click Next. And we have a couple of options for handling stack failures. We're going to keep the defaults. Click Next. Confirm our details. And review the configuration we passed to this. Acknowledge that we are going to be creating resources that cost money, and click Submit. We'll wait about an hour here for this deployment to take place, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Now that Tanzu Application Platform has been deployed, I've logged into the Windows Bastion host that was deployed as part of that, and we're going to navigate to the tap GUI, which is just tap-GUI, and then the DNS name that I specified in the deployment, in my case, applicationplatform.dev. And this will take us to initially the organizational catalog dashboard. We're going to hop over to the workload section, however, and you can see here we've deployed an example application. We can click on that to see the supply chain that resulted in that deployment. So we can track everything here from the source code, which in this case came from GitHub, all the way through source scanning, image scanning, config, to delivery, which is our deployment. And we can navigate to the workload name, .namespace, .dns name, and we'll see the application. In this case, it's a greeting from Spring Boot. And that's it. So what we've done here is we've deployed 4 EKS nodes for a reference architecture Tanzu application platform deployment. One of those is the View cluster, which is what provides the GUI and some other services. Another one is an Iterate cluster, which is for interloop rapid development. There is a build cluster for turning that source into images, as well as the run cluster for production run environments. Thank you very much.